Hello, I'm Neil Quigley and welcome to my podcast. It was the Labour Party conference this week. In his big speech, Jeremy Corbyn said that they are now the political mainstream. I thought they already were, or why else would they bother fighting elections or forming a shadow cabinet if they weren't? I mean, they're hardly the Green Party, are they? He also went on to say he's on the threshold of power, which is possibly true about all former Labour leaders who found themselves in opposition. I will tell you something though, he does have guts. He defended Diane Abbott and sang happy birthday to her in front of thousands of people. I mean, I would struggle to even have a civil conversation with some of my exes. Well done to Labour MP Emma Dent-Coad, who claimed Prince Harry could not fly a helicopter at a Labour fringe event. She said she was told it's an absolute fact, but added she could not prove it, inadvertently explaining how 90% of people use social media. For the record, Prince Harry is a qualified pilot. There are calls for a ban on tackling in rugby at schools to prevent concussions as a result of a study into former public schoolboys who have become politicians. UKIP are set to name their new leader. I forgot they didn't have one, and I'll be honest, I think they've been equally as effective without one. It is too early to say whether the UK has made sufficient progress in Brexit talks, says the Irish Prime Minister. Yes, it is, because I'm not convinced we've actually made any. Angela Merkel wins her fourth term as Prime Minister of Germany, again proving the old national stereotyping of them being reliable, consistent and efficient in everything they do. Surprised though, as the Bavarian Party did so well at the German elections, as I thought that was just another name for Oktoberfest. North Korea's foreign minister has accused the US President Donald Trump of declaring war on his country in an exchange that seems like it could have been copied from the Germans' episode of Fawlty Towers. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it. Twitter has been forced to clarify why it does not believe a tweet from the President Donald Trump violated its terms and conditions. If we're relying on a social media company to keep a world leader in check, this world really is screwed. Shock this week as a man with ginger hair happens to be spotted holding a girl's hand. Well, she is his girlfriend and he is a prince. Mind you, the last ginger-haired royal was photographed doing much worse with her boyfriend once. The giant panda's natural habitat in the wild is shrinking, or are they just getting bigger? Twitter is planning on allowing 280 characters for every tweet, meaning that people like Piers Morgan can now be twice as annoying on there. As the women in Saudi Arabia are allowed to drive for the first time, Wayne Rooney wishes he could have just found one woman who could have driven him home the other week. Hoover maker Dyson plan to start producing electric cars by 2020. They spotted a gap in the market and they reckon they can clean up. According to energy experts, it's the greenest summer we've ever had, probably down to all the rain. I mean, that's good for the grass, right? Spanish holiday prices look set to increase due to the weak pound. Wish a pound would last a week out there. The world's oldest postcard company is set to close as they are now failing to deliver any profits. Bees in Manchester are having computer chips glued to their bodies to help beekeepers track when they enter and exit the hive. Think of it as a surveillance-style sting operation. 19 buses were destroyed in a blaze in Sussex. You don't have a bus ruined by fire for ages, and then 19 of them come along at once. Gareth Barry has broken the record for Premier League matches, while on Tinder, my mate Dave has broken the record for Premier matches in our mini-league. Strictly Come Dancing beat X Factor in the ratings last weekend as the nation decided it would rather watch people dancing badly than watch people singing badly. I mean, what a choice. We can't even blame the EU anymore. New research in Wales shows sporty people are more likely to drink, although I think that should actually be people who like to drink are more likely to have to be sporty to cope with the demands on the body. Jaffa Cake boxes now contain 10 and not 12 of the treats, as if they needed to make it any easier to eat a whole packet all at once. Uber's London private vehicle hire licence is under review, challenging their opinion that anybody can just get a car, sat-nav and phone to become a taxi service. Just sounds like most parents to me. That's it for this week. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great 7 days, and I'll speak to you next week. Have fun. Bye.